Gears now with our busy lives, we might miss some of the new laws that are going into effect come January 1st, but we've got you covered. News 12's Katelynn Ulrich breaks down all of the changes that are coming in the new year.
Flatbush resident Messiah Rhodes loves athleticism.
It's like people achieving the best of physical ability at such a young age.
And he loves that young athletes will now get compensated for the use of their name, image, and likeness.
It's about time athletes get compensated for the massive billion-dollar industry that collegiate sports is.
The law is called the New York Collegiate Athletic Participation Compensation Act. College athletes can now also hire attorneys and sports agents licensed in the state. Before, college athletes were barred from doing any of this if they wanted to play, but this isn't the only change in law coming this year.
New York has a really strong and comprehensive paid family leave program, one of the best in the country, and so this makes it even better.
Jacente Nelson is happy to hear that if something happens to her sister, she'll be able to take time from work and be there for her. In 2023, siblings will be added to the definition of family member for paid family leave. You'll get up to 12 weeks to care for a family member.
God forbid, some emergency was to happen, I would need to take paid family leave, or for my sister, because, everybody has situations going on in life. They need to be there for their family.
And Joseph Buckle says when his wife traveled with their kids, it was chaotic to get them fed. He's grateful mothers will now have private spaces to breastfeed in airports.
There's a lot of changes about parenting, motherhood, being able to breastfeed, and just normalizing that, because I don't know why it's shocking for some people, where it's like this is nature and it's beautiful and it shouldn't be a problem.
Under new law, airports are considered public space and will now need to provide private space behind the security screening area, away from public view, with a chair and an electrical outlet included.
To recognize the need that mothers have to be able to lactate and have a private room in a public space, I think is still pretty new in our public consciousness over the last couple of years. So, we're great. It's great that we have a proactive law in New York that covers such an expansive list of public spaces.
And this coming year, voters can cast a ballot at any polling place, even if it's the wrong one, and it still counts. This comes after changes of polling places caused a lot of confusion for voters. Just make sure you're in the right county and assembly district.
So often at times they say, oh, I always used to vote here, and then I didn't get the card in the mail that it changed. And they say, oh, if you always used to vote here, then you'll be able to vote here again. We really don't want to confuse people any more than sometimes we have to.
Also of note is new drivers will be required to take a pre-licensing course starting January 11th to learn about pedestrian and bicyclist safety. And the paid vaccination leave of up to 4 hours of compensated time to get a COVID vaccine will be extended until December 31st, 2023. For News 12, I'm Katelynn Ulrich.